Hi, I am Haridas, Assistant Professor of Computer Science, Government First Grade College, Tumkur. Today in this tutorial, I will be discussing about Python database connectivity along with practical implementation. And this topic comes under Tumkur University 6th semester BSc Computer Science subject. Well, students, I will start this session with a brief introduction on DBMS. Further, I am going to discuss how to integrate Python with MySQL. Finally, I will end the tutorial by performing some SQL operation with Python. Now, let me discuss DBMS. We know that DBMS always starts with the data because data is a building block of DBMS, and this data is fact and figure which can be stored and processed to produce information. For example, text, number, images, videos, etc. And database is a collection of related information that is organized in such a way that it supports easy access, modification, and maintenance of the data. Data is organized into rows and columns in a table. Generally, database is managed by some special software package known as Database Management System. The DBMS software allows the users to create, modify, and perform database administration. For example, MySQL, Microsoft SQL Server, Oracle, FoxPro, etc. Now we'll discuss SQL statement. SQL structured query language. It is an ANSI standard database language. It is a programming language for database. And queries and commands are written by using SQL statements. And all the popular language DBMS language uses SQL statement. SQL comprises DDL, DML, DCL languages. Using data definition language, we can design and modify database schema. SQL uses create, drop, alter command for DDL. Whereas data manipulation allows to store and retrieve the data from database. SQL contain select, insert, update, delete for DML. Lastly, data control language. It is used to define access level and security privilege for the user. DCL uses commands such as grant, revoke, commit, rollback, and save on. Now, coming to the important topic, that is connecting Python to the database. Well, we know that Python is more efficient, faster, platform independent programming language, and it supports different types of RDBMS. In this picture, we can see a layered approach of database connection with Python. And on the left hand side, you can find a Python application. On the right hand side, in database server. And in between, we are having MySQL connector, which is an database API. It enables the Python script to access any database engine. That means it will convert Python scripts into the database native language. And to connect Python application to the database server, we need three important functions, that is connect, cursor, and execute. And this connect function will establish connection between Python application and the MySQL, and cursor will create a cursor in the database, and execute function will execute SQL query at the cursor location created by the cursor method. First, we need to connect to the database by using connect function. It receives four parameters: host, root, password, and database. When once it is connected to the database will send a connected signal. Then we have to establish cursor between application and the database. That is done by cursor. And finally we will execute SQL statement by using execute method. And we will discuss all these three functions in different slides. Now we will discuss how to integrate Python with MySQL. First, we have to check MySQL database in our system. Next, we have to install MySQL connector, and it is a database API. It enables Python scripts to access any database engine. It is different for different database. For example, for MySQL it is MySQL DB. For Oracle it is DC_Oracle2. Connect function establishes connection to MySQL database with the Python application, and this connect function accepts 4 arguments: host, user, password and database. Host is the location of the database server. User, password is the password of the user, and next name of the database. When we execute this connect function, it returns connection object, and this connection object is used to create cursor object, and syntax is as follows: connection object is equal to MySQL DB dot connect in the bracket host name, username, password and database name. Now we'll discuss cursor object. After creating connection between application and the database, now we have to create a cursor object, and this cursor object it is responsible for submitting SQL query, and syntax is as follows: cursor handle is equal to connection object dot cursor, and once this cursor method is executed, it will return cursor handle, and by using this cursor handle we can execute any MySQL statement by using execute method along with this cursor handle, and once this execute method is executed, the result from the database is stored into the result set. After running execute statement, result from database is stored into result set, and this result set will contain one record or many record, and depending upon the number of record we use fetch one, fetch many, fetch all along with that result set. And after performing all the database operation, we have to close the database, and this is done by connection dot close method. Now I will show you the working of SQL commands in Python. Now technically let me explain what are the functions of connect, cursor and execute statement. I will show you practically what will happen at the back end of our Python application by using this connect, cursor and execute statement. Now suppose you see here in our desktop, if I want to connect to my database, then the first thing is that I have to open my database. Now let me open my database, that is MySQL. Now here you can see that this particular my database is stored into local host, that is it is stored as local instance, and user is a root, main user is a root. Now suppose if I want to enter into this database server, I have to enter as root only. Now if I click on this root user, you can see here I am entering this database as user as root, and here I have to type password For that I have created password as password only. Now I will type password. Now I will enter into this database server. This is done by the connect function. Okay. Now next let us understand what is the function of cursor. Now what we are seeing here is a MySQL workbench. It is a GUI application to work with the MySQL database server. Now the same thing I can do by using MySQL command line. That is, you can see here MySQL command line. You can see here. Now I am working database as my MySQL command line client. Now I will enter. You can see here it is asking for password. Now I have entered as root. Now I will enter password as password. Now it will enter. You can see here the process what I have now created, it is done by a cursor statement. Okay, now you can see here the cursor is blinking here. You can see this is a cursor, and the process what I done manually at the back end, this is done by a cursor statement by Python application. Now if I want to execute any statement, for example I will type SQL query my. You can see I have typed show databases, and this show databases is executed at the backend by myself, and this is done by execute statement, and the statement my show database, which is in MySQL query, which is passed as an argument to the execute statement, and that execute statement will run that particular query at the cursor location, which is created by cursor method. This is what actually happens at the backside by using connect, cursor, and execute statement. Till now we have discussed about DBMS and different categories of languages under SQL like DDL, DML, and DCL, and we have discussed some of the commands which is used for connecting Python application with the database. Now I will show you these DDL, DML, and DCL commands by using Python connect, cursor, and execute function. Now I am opening idle here, and also MySQL server. Now this is MySQL server, and here you can see we are having only three databases, Aquila, System, and World. Now we'll create our own database called college by using connect, cursor, and execute statement by using Python. Before writing any database application programs in Python, we have to check whether MySQL DB connector existing or not. For that, we have to type import MySQL DB, which is an DB API for MySQL database server. Now I will enter. Now you can see it has executed successfully. That means this MySQL DB connector is existing in my system. Due to time constraint, I have already written Python scripts. Now I will open those programs and I will show you. Now, as I told you, For all the database operation, first we have to use import MySQL DB module. This is needed because all the database connection functions it is found in this MySQL DB, and to run this particular connect function we have to import this connect function from MySQL DB module. For that purpose we are using MySQL DB.connect, and we are passing three arguments: localhost, root, password is equal to password, and we are creating a connect object mydb, and this mydb will store the result returned by this connect function, and this is printed by using print mydb. Now I will run this program. Let us see what is the result we will get. You can see that MySQL connection open to localhost at some PID. It is showing that it has opened. Now we will create a database. This is a program to create database. Import MySQL DB. MyDB is equal to MySQL DB dot connect. Here we are passing three arguments to connect to the database server: localhost, root, and password. And we are creating connect object mydb, and we are creating cursor, and this cursor is created by along with this mydb dot cursor, and this cursor will return cursor object, and by using this cursor object we will write SQL query and execute by using this execute method. Now in this execute method we have written one command SQL query, that is create database if not exist college. This particular SQL command is used to create college if it is not existing. If it exists, then this particular command will not give you any error. Now I will run this particular program. Yes. Now you can see it has executed, but it is not showing any result. If it is having any error, it will show you some error. Now in the back end, I will show you whether this database is created or not. You can see here previously we are having only three databases: Sakila, System, World. Now I will refresh this database schema. Now you can see a college database is created, and this is created by a Python application at the front end. Now the same thing can be seen in the Python application only by using a show command. We are having show database SQL query, which shows us the different database which are found in that particular database server. Now let us run show database to check whether college database is created or not in the front end. But I have shown you in the back end. Now we'll look into front end whether it is created or not. And as usual, mydb is an connect object, and we are creating cursor object cur, and by using cur.execute we are passing show database SQL query to this execute function, and the result written by database is stored into R by using fetch all method, and this result is stored as array in R, and we are fetching each value from array by using for statement, and printed one by using print statement. Now I will run this particular Python scripting program. You can see here this college database is created here, which is created by a Python application, and Sakila, System World, Performance Schema, they are all the default database which comes along with the MySQL database. Now we'll create our own table into that particular database college. To enter into the database college, we have to pass 4 arguments to the connect function. Previously, we are passing only 3 arguments, that is localhost, root and password. Now, if we want to enter into the database college, then we have to pass another argument, database is equal to college. Now, this particular application will connect to the database called college, and MyDB is the connect object, and by using that connect object MyDB cursor is created, and this my cursor is created in database called college, and by using that particular MySQL statement create table if not exist student, that is we are creating a student table with 3 columns, roll number, it is of type integer and it is also primary key, and another column name and another column age, it is of type integer, and this particular SQL statement is passed as argument to the execute statement, and this execute statement when it is run, it will create a table into database called college. Now to look into that particular database whether that table is created or not, we are using a one more statement called describe student. This describe student will show you whether that particular structure of that particular student table. Now you can see roll number, it has created a table with 3 column, roll number, name, age. Now alter the existing table by using alter command, and as usual we are importing MySQL DB, we are creating MyDB connect object, we are creating my cursor object, and along with my cursor object we are using execute function, and in this execute function we are passing SQL query alter table student, and we are adding one more column that is marks of type integer into already existing table student, and we are again executing one more SQL query describe student to check whether that particular column is not created or not, and we are printing the result by using for loop. You can see here previously it was having only 3 column, roll number, name and age, and now after altering that particular table it has created a table with 4 column, that is it has added one more column marks here. Now we will try to insert some records into table. Again MySQL DB importing MyDB a connect object, my cursor as cursor object. Again we are passing one more SQL query, that is insert into student values is equal to 105 Sahana 49 460, and we have to pass this value according to the table construct, that is according to the type of the value in the table. Now if you don't know exactly the order of the table, then we can use this statement also, that is insert into student name, roll number, age, marks, values, Harsha 103 48 470, and this MyDB commit, this statement it will save permanently these records into that particular table called student. Now I will run this particular script. has. It is that particular record is stored. Now we can see in the back end also and also at the front end also. You see here the student database is created with roll number, name, age and marks. Now I will see what are the different values stored into that particular table student. Now you can see we have passed only two values, that is 103 and 105 roll number. Now at the back end, let me insert one more row by writing our own query, that is insert into student values 101 Haridas 48 450. Now I will run this particular command. Let us see. Now you can see that three records have been inserted into the table student. Now coming to the Python shell. Now the same thing can be observed in the application also by running one more command called select statement. You can see here again import MySQL DB. We have created MyDB object, my cursor as cursor object, and we are executing a statement select star from student, and that particular result which is written by database is stored into my records, and that is printed by using for loop. You see the three records, these two records is inserted from Python front end application, and this is 101 is passed from the back end. Now we'll run one more command called update command. In this particular scripting program, we are updating student record of the roll number 101. We are changing the marks to the 550, where roll number is equal to 101 by SQL statement update student set marks is equal to 550, where roll number is equal to 101, and in this particular statement which are all compulsorily required, that is import statement, connect statement, cursor, creating cursor, and then executing the SQL query by using execute statement, and this mydb.commit, it is storing this record. Now we'll run. Now it is, you can see here previously it is showing 450. Now we have changed that 101 into 550. Now let us see whether now you can see previously it was 450. After changing it is showing 550. Now we will use another command called search command. This search command, it is used for searching the record from the table. And as usual, import MySQL DB, mysqldb.connect. We are passing 4 arguments: localhost, root, password, database is equal to college, and we are creating cursor object by using mydb.cursor, and we are passing select star from student, and we are printing the same which is written, whatever the result written from the database, which is shown by using by for loop. And next, in the next statement, we are searching the record by entering the record from the already existing table. That means whatever the record which is displayed by select star from student, from that record only you have to pass the value. And for example here nm is equal to input enter name, you have to enter the name only, and my cursor dot execute select star from student where name is equal to plus nm plus, and this particular plus nm plus it will concatenate this particular nm whatever the value which have passed from the particular command line, it is concatenated to this select star from student, and that is fetched, and that particular result is stored into my cursor, and that is displayed by using for statement. Now you can see here it has displayed 3 records. Now we have to enter the name from the existing record only, that is Haridas Harsha Sahana. Now yes, it is showing the record is existing. Now we'll delete the record. Again same import mydb as connect object, next my cursor as cursor object, and we are executing delete from student where roll number is equal to 101, and when after executing this particular statement again we are executing one more statement, that is select star from student whether this particular statement is passed to check whether this particular record is deleted or not, and my cursor dot commit execute commit, this is used to store the result, and the result which is written by the database is stored into my record, and that is printed by using for x in my record. And this fetch all it is a method which shows all the record which is written by the database server. Now I will run this particular program. Now let us see whether that particular program that program has removed a row called row with the roll number 101. We'll check. Now you can see here we have deleted a record with roll number is equal to 101. Now you can see it is showing only 103 and 105 records. So far we have discussed all the DDL, DML and DCL commands by using Python scripting. Dear student, in today's session I started Python database connectivity with a brief introduction of DBMS. Then I discussed how to integrate a database with Python. Then finally I have shown you how to perform some of the SQL operation by using Python. I hope you have understood the concept of connecting database with Python. Thank you.